I'm going to be making my grandmother's carrot cake. The ingredients you'll need are 2 cups of grated carrots, chopped walnuts, honey, brown sugar, white flour, whole wheat flour, crushed pineapple, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, canola oil, baking powder, baking soda, 3 eggs, and some salt. You'll need to grease and prepare your baking pan, either glass. Today I'm going to use aluminum. And you need to have your oven preheated to 350 degrees before we get started. Into a large mixing bowl, I've added 2 cups of flour, 1 whole wheat and 1 white flour, and 1 cup of brown sugar. To this mixture, I'm going to add my baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and nutmeg. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. A teaspoon of salt. I always use kosher. And these are my dry ingredients that I'm just going to kind of blend and make sure they're all in here together. I'm adding 3 eggs to 1 cup of vegetable oil. And to the vegetable oil and egg mixture, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Time to add the wet ingredients. We're going to start with 2 cups of grated carrots. Now you can use the pre-shredded carrots, but you're not going to be happy with the texture of those carrots. You're really going to be happier if you take the time to grate your own carrots. So you're going to mix your wet ingredients, your carrots, into the flour mixture. 1 can of crushed pineapple, juice and all, just right in there. Just dump it right in there. Keep mixing. Kind of coat everything with the flour. Your cup of chopped nuts into the mixture. And before I add the oil and egg and vanilla mixture, I need to add some honey to the mixture. So I'm going to do this by my eyeball. I'm going to add about, I don't know, probably about 1/4 cup of honey. I may come back and add a little bit more, but for now this is good. Once I have this all blended together, I'm going to add my oil and egg and vanilla mixture. Mix it all together, and then we're going to put it into the prepared aluminum pan. See that your mixture is all mixed well together. It's quite orange. Of course, it's a carrot cake. I'm pouring this all into the prepared pan, which will then go into the oven for 45 minutes to an hour. It's been about 50 minutes at 350 degrees. Our cake is ready. Looks beautiful. Taking it out of the oven. I'll cool it for probably a couple of hours. Our next step will be to make the cream cheese icing, ice the cake to finish it off. To make cream cheese frosting, you're going to need 1/2 cup of butter at room temperature, 4 ounces of cream cheese, and a teaspoon of vanilla. With a beater, you're going to cream the ingredients together until they're smooth. One of the secrets to a good icing is to really make sure that you've done a thorough job of creaming your cream cheese, butter, and vanilla together. Now we're going to slowly start adding powdered sugar and a little bit of milk, just a little bit at a time, until we get the consistency we want. Now I'm adding a little bit of milk. Boy, nothing can ruin an icing faster than adding too much milk, so you're going to have to really be careful with this. And then you're going to incorporate the powdered sugar, add more powdered sugar, keep beating until it's nice and fluffy. All right, I've beaten it together, and you can see the consistency isn't quite right. It's a little bit loose, a little bit runny. That tells me we need to add more powdered sugar, and then we'll probably need to adjust a little bit more milk as well. But also, I don't have nearly enough icing for the cake that I'm going to. To me, this icing is right where I want it. It's thick. It kind of forms peaks. It's not too runny, but you can't be sure until you test it with your finger. And boy, it just feels right. And our cake is ready. It's been out of the oven. It's nice, it's cooled. And now we're going to ice the cake. That's probably enough spreading. Chopping a few walnuts that were left over, and we're going to just finish off the top of the cake by sprinkling a few of these chopped nuts on the top of the cake. All right, our last step in this beautiful carrot cake, we're just going to finish off the top. Then I'm going to put it back in the freezer or in the refrigerator to keep it cold, and it'll be all ready for our guests tomorrow.